Hey everyone, what is going on? My name is Curtis Brooks. I'm the technical director with Curtis Brooks Media Productions. Today I am going to be talking about MailChimp, not so much just MailChimp in particular, but overall email marketing service providers and what they do. I'm going to talk about also what three components you need to have within your email marketing campaign landing page or offer or service that you are sending out to your potential customers or any kind of advertisement that you would do, whether it be solo ads or Facebook ads or advertising on LinkedIn or YouTube or a host of other platforms. So we're going to get into that in just a few moments. But before we get there, also I want to just talk about the importance of having a email marketing service provider. And again, here we have MailChimp on my screen here, and the importance of not so much just MailChimp alone, but the importance of understanding the goal of a email marketing service provider and what it should do for you and how it's going to work for you. And obviously there are going to be a lot of email service providers out there. I'll just give you a list here. I already got my tab ready here, but nevertheless, there are tons of email service marketing providers. Sendinblue here. .com. We also have marketing360.com. We also have email for business to customer marketers. I mean, there's a ton of them. There's Drip, there is ConvertKit, Aweber, Get Responses, one of the ones I use often, and there's MailChimp and there's ActiveCampaign. So there are tons of different email marketing services, and there's one called Envato. I don't have it here, but nevertheless, my point is that there are tons of different email service providers that are going to help you get the job done as you are marketing your service or your products to your customer. And the object of it is to collect your email. So that is the goal. Not only just to collect your email, but make sure that you're providing valuable content and services and products to that potential customer, or else they're more than likely not going to stay. So that being said, your email marketing campaign, your landing page, your advertisement, be it on Facebook or solo ads or LinkedIn or any of the many platforms that are out there that you and I have the opportunity to advertise on, your advertisement should have three components. It should be visual, you should use concise language, and you should thirdly have a call to action, which is normally called a CTA. And somebody say, what is a CTA? A CTA is, again, a call to action. It is not necessarily a question, but it is a call to action, meaning I want you to do something. And I want to show you something before we get into building this simple email list or setting this campaign up in MailChimp here. And it's going to be more so a generic campaign. It's not necessarily going out to anyone, but I just want to show you how to set it up. Again, the importance of not just having your business in the online space, but having a way to attract those customers. Again, it is going to be absolutely important as if you had a business in a physical location, as is, it should be in an online space. You need customers, and it's going to be absolutely important that the two are really no different. Again, with email campaigns or landing pages, courses that you may be offering, those items need to have those components, if you will, because people will not stay. And the object is to get them in the door. Not only get them in the door, but keep them. I wrote down three things which I believe are very important when we are creating an email marketing campaign for services or products. And that's going to be, your email needs to be attractive. Your campaign needs to be attractive. Again, it goes back to the visual thing that I mentioned. You want to be able to retain those customers, and you want to be able to grow that list, because growing that list is going to be absolutely important. You're going to have to look at the analytics of that list and see what's happening and see who's opening and who's not opening. So a lot of these email service providers do provide this service, but some do and some don't. So you're going to have to choose a email marketing campaign that's going to suit that for you. And here's something that I wanted to show you really quick here with MailChimp. And some of you may use MailChimp and others may not. Again, there are different service providers will offer certain features and others may not. But this is more kind of the low end one. It's free, and some of them are free, but again, some offer services that another may not. But here's something quick here I want to bring to your attention. Much as I've mentioned before, is that your email needs to be, or your email marketing campaign for your services, your products, it needs to have some kind of visual aid to it. In a sense, the color needs to be attractive. It needs to be visually pleasing to the eye. And a lot of us don't necessarily think this way, but it's going to be absolutely important to bring your customer in, if you will, visually. And it's going to be absolutely important to entice them with this language here. Look how concise this language is. We already know what MailChimp does or what they are. Okay, they're an email service provider, right? Look how concise the language is. Growing your list just got easier. Landing pages in MailChimp are here. So you have the fingers pointing to this landing page or a sample of a landing page. Now you have their call to action. Oh, go on. So if you want to learn more about growing your list and creating landing pages, you are to go on. So it's not asking you a question if you want to go on. They've provided a visual aid to you. They've provided also a sample of what they're talking about, which is this example of a landing page. And now they're saying essentially, this is what's implied now. What's implied now is that you have the visual, the colors, you have a sample of what they're expressing, which is the landing pages or being able to create landing pages here in MailChimp. And now you have the directive or the direction you should go. This is where we want you to go. We want you to go on now. So we must not get the CTA or the call to action mixed up or confused with a question, because if you're asking a question, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a 50-50 yes or no. And we don't want that. We want them to follow the directions that we're giving them. And that is just to go on. So let's remember that. Again, we want to give them direction. We want to give people direction. Okay, you've seen the information here. The colors are pleasing. The colors are not so out there, but they're pleasing. They're not bright. They're not too far reaching, but it's pleasing to the eye. The language is concise. And now it gives us a call to action, which is to, go on. Okay, guys, this is going to be it here for our first part of setting up our email campaign. And again, once we get to that next place, the email campaign is going to be essentially a general campaign, but it's going to be important in regards to knowing that whether you're using MailChimp, GetResponse, Envato, ActiveCampaign, or so many others out there, the whole point of it is that your email campaign for your services, your products must be visual, the language must be concise, and you must give a CTA, which is a call to action. And again, don't get the CTA mixed up with asking a question. You're not asking a question anymore at this point. You're displaying the content or a sample of what you are talking about. That is a visual thing through a video or through graphics. You are giving indication of what you are talking about because it's right there on the screen. Again, through video or through graphic. And you're using concise language. And okay, now that your customer or potential customer has seen all of this information, it's right in front of their face. So again, this information is implied, guys. And we don't want to ask them a question after it's implied. And typically, again, that question can be answered 50-50, yes or no. We don't want that. We want you to follow our directions as it relates to the information that you've already seen. It's on the screen. I'm giving you an indication of what it looks like and what you can do with it. Now, go here. Now, go on. Now, join us. Join us now. Click here to buy. So again, it's a direction, which is what a CTA is. It's a call to action. It's a directive. So this is what I need you to do. Now that I've presented you with this 30-second commercial or this infographic that shows you what it does, what the new service is, what the new product that I'm offering through video or through images, you've got the concise language. And now I just need you to follow my directions. Click here to buy. So, okay, guys, we're going to wrap this up here and we will prepare a simple campaign in our next video here using MailChimp. Okay? Thanks a lot, guys.